Barrister Society is a 501c3 nonprofit focused on training the next generation of trial lawyers, people who go to court, represent people, how to be a litigator.
Like he said, it's a rebranding the Barrister Society. We want to mentor lawyers, be better lawyers. And I just want to be able to pay it forward. They helped me tremendously. Now I want to be able to pay it back.
We want to develop programming that will help you, and I'm honored to everyone here that John Marshall is sort of ground zero for this effort. It makes sense because you all are special. You all are unique students. You really are. And we think highly of you, and we have high expectations of you. And so we got to give you the support if we have those expectations.
Go get your piece of the pie. This is what I mean by that. So precision, right? When you're in law school, study, y'all. Study, know the law, understand the rules. You don't have to be boastful about it, but know what you're doing, right? Because when you get out there into the practice, people will underestimate you all the time. And if you fall in any marginalized category, you better know and expect to be underestimated when you walk into the room. So go study the law and make sure you know what it is that you're practicing.
I started my practice doing workers' comp. Why? Because there weren't a lot of people that looked like me that were doing it. It's real simple. I just identified a need and filled it. And it's really, that's it. That's everything behind a lot of what I do, is I identify where can I be of assistance, what can I do that's different from most people are doing, and how can I do it differently.
And today it's this case, and tomorrow it may be another case, but we're gonna do justice. And if you're not willing to do justice, you can't be hanging out here or where you're sitting or anywhere else. So be prepared, because you are taking on the weight of the world when you graduate and you pass the bar, because the world can be a tough place, but you gotta make sure it's a fair place, and that's what your job's gonna be.
The main reason I practice immigration law these days is because I am thankful of those days where I was rejected in this country. I came 2010 to the United States. Before I came here, I was a professor of law in my country, and I was a superior court judge. So because of the political condition in my country, I migrated into the United States, and the first thing I received was rejection. I applied for asylum in the immigration system. I had a very good, credible case, but my case was rejected.
I've been doing movement lawyering for about a year. Before that, I was a public defender for 12 years here in Fulton County. I think the reason why I do what I do now is, like Tanya alluded to, I love fighting the cases one at a time, right? Like, I love being in the battlefield and in the trenches and standing against the state and waxing poetic about the merits of this one individual who society has, for whatever reason, decided to try to cast aside.
As lawyers, we do things one case at a time. We fight for one client at a time. We try to save the world one person at a time. But for me, as I got older, my thought was, how can I impact systems? How can I impact policy? And so that is what led me to the legislature in Georgia, which I feel like is ground zero for every single one of y'all's most precious rights.
Thanks.